Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Before we begin, I just want to remind you that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me, and the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So without further ado, let's start. So the purpose of this reading is to figure out, are they fantasizing about someone else? So are they fantasizing about somebody else besides you? So this is a simple question that I think everyone's wondered about at one point, if you've ever been in a relationship or a dating situation, or even had a crush on someone. So I just want to stress that this reading isn't going to resonate with everyone, and I also want to really stress the importance of really taking care of your mind, body, spirit, your soul. So with that, let's begin. So we have 3 piles here. So 1, 2, 3. The first pile, we have a tiger eye crystal. The second pile, we have an amethyst crystal. The third pile, we have a citrine crystal. So I'm going to count down from 10 to give you 10 seconds to decide between the 3 piles. Starting now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so without further ado, let's start with the first pile, the tiger eye crystal, the tiger eye crystal group, and I'm going to move the other piles out of the way. So what do we have? The tiger eye crystal group. So are they fantasizing about somebody else? Are they fantasizing about somebody else? And let's actually start with these cards here. Feels kind of, I'm getting a good feeling about that. So let's see. So are they fantasizing about someone else? So it looks like to me that you have some Queen of Swords energy here. I think maybe you're an air sign, maybe Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. If not, you could be an earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So I think maybe you're represented by one of these individuals. It looks like, so the person in question that you're asking about, it doesn't really seem like they would fantasize about somebody else, because even if they did, it would be somebody exactly like you. Like someone who's basically your twin, or someone who just seems almost exactly like you but isn't you. But that could also be due to human nature. Like, you know how the saying goes, variety is the spice of life. So it could just be human nature, but I'm not sure if they're fantasizing about somebody else or not, but even if they did, it would be someone who's exactly like you anyway. But let's look at the next phase of cards to see if we can maybe shed some more insight here. So are they fantasizing about somebody else? Are they fantasizing about someone else? Can you give us more insight, please? Let's see. Okay, so it may be that right now, I don't think they're necessarily fantasizing about somebody else, but I'm seeing here that right now, their mind is more on money, like making money, finding opportunities to make money, their job, their career, so that's the reason why they're not. But like I said earlier, if they ever did fantasize about anybody else, it would be somebody exactly like you, just not you, but somebody very similar to you in many ways. And I think this might be a warning against depriving them of sensuality. Like if you really maybe want to keep that situation, like of them, you know, fantasizing too much about somebody else away, like if you want to keep that away, you may want to definitely not be shy on, you know, providing them with, like, you know, touch, like sensuality, just really connecting with them on more of like physical level, and maybe get in touch with your senses more, like all 5 senses, like that sort of thing here. But yeah, I'm seeing that they're really concerned with their money matters right now. Their mind is on their money. So they're not really fantasizing about someone else, but it is saying to, if you can help the situation in any way, definitely sort of connect with your senses, maybe find ways that you can both connect better with your five senses, like smell, sight, sound, touch, like that kind of thing. Okay, so let's maybe get some last pieces of advice we have here for group 1. Do we have any last pieces of advice here? So what last pieces of advice do we have for group 1, the Tiger group? So yeah, I think that you should really like I said, the person has their mind on their money right now, making money, opportunities to make money. That's actually a positive thing. So I think maybe you should also not forget about that part of your life as well, like making money, like commerce, business, finding new opportunities to make money. That could even be a way to spark up the passion between the two of you. Also find ways to add more variety, like spice up your life. Like I said, like new experiences, getting more in touch with your five senses together. Like, if you're cooking together, like you want to enjoy all the sounds, like the sizzling, the smells, the aromas, the colors of the food, things like that. Like get in touch with your senses more, and yeah, find new experiences, like find, new places to eat, new foods to eat, new, shows to watch together, new hobbies to share together, new experiences, new conversation topics. Having lots of variety is key here. And also here, this card, for all you viewers out there who are not yet adults, definitely ignore this or skip over this, or maybe you want to leave the video. But for you adults out there, so this card represents bedroom activity, if you know what I mean. So you may want to like try to maybe, the same goes in terms of the variety and spicing it up and new experiences and really getting in touch with your physicality and your senses, that kind of energy. I think right now, during this time, I think that's important for a lot of people. Like that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting right now for a lot of people out there. But yeah, definitely introduce that into the bedroom, the variety, the physicality, like getting more in tune with all five senses, in variety, new experiences, that kind of thing, in more ways than one. Okay, so I hope this was, informative and helpful, group 1. So like, comment, subscribe, share if this resonated with you. And I just want to remind you again that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me. And the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So without further ado, I'm going to get straight into group 2. So let's get straight into group 2, the amethyst crystal group. So what do we have for the amethyst crystal group in terms of, are they fantasizing about someone else? Are they fantasizing about someone else? Please let us know. Is the person that they're thinking of, are they fantasizing about somebody else? For the amethyst crystal group. Okay, so I'm seeing that, to be honest, this is some Pisces energy. So you may either be Pisces, they may be Pisces, or maybe, wow, this is very strong water sign energy. We have 2 water signs, so Pisces and Scorpio energy here. So one or both of you may be Pisces, Scorpio, or even Cancer. All water signs, either in your moon or sun or in your chart, like your natal chart. But this is the energy regardless that's present right now. And to be honest, I'm seeing that there is a chance that they may be fantasizing about somebody else, because we have Pisces energy. That means you have like Piscean energy is all about having one foot in one place, the other foot in another place, like in dreamland, fantasy land, like just floating around your subconscious. So yeah, I think that there is a chance that they may be fantasizing about somebody else. There's a slight chance there. Here we have some Scorpio energy. So I think this person that you're thinking about, that you're asking this question about, is very sensual, they're very in tune with like their senses, their subconscious. They're very magnetic, they're charming. Like they almost have this sort of like dark sort of sensuality about them. So that's kind of what I'm getting about them. Or if you're, oh my gosh, if your person is not like that, maybe they might be drawn to somebody like that. So, you know, scorpionic energy here, like magnetic, like I imagine like somebody with really piercing eyes, like somebody who wears a lot of red or something, you know, just someone who's really intense, very, very just magnetic, very sensual. So you may want to kind of like maybe try that out, you know, like try that energy out on, you know, for a change, like bring it, you know, spice it up a bit. I don't know. But we have, okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have the 9 of coins here. So I'm seeing that if they are fantasizing about someone, you know, I think maybe it might be somebody possibly that has the same career as them, similar career field, somebody who might be like, maybe potential like former future colleague, current colleague, I don't know, maybe it doesn't mean they'll act on it, but maybe they've had a little fantasies here and there. I mean, we're only human. You know, I wouldn't look into it too much. You know, once again, it doesn't mean they're gonna act on it. So I can't stress that enough. Okay, so let's move on to the next phase of cards to see if we could shed some more depth here, some more insight here. So is group 2's person, the amethyst crystal group, are they fantasizing about somebody else? Can you shed some more insight here for us, please? Okay, so we have the Page of Wands, we have the 5 of Swords, and then we have, okay, the King of Swords. Okay, so I'm seeing here that your person is feeling not very confident right now because of maybe some harsh words, or maybe you throw harsh words at each other, you treat each other sometimes in kind of a harsh way, like I'm not gonna say abuse, but definitely in sort of a way that's really not very gentle, not very sensual, not sensitive. It's like maybe you argue a lot or something, but you throw harsh words at each other, harsh treatment towards each other, harsh behaviors. And I don't think that's good. I mean, those kind of behaviors in a relationship or when you're dating or whatever it is, it's just not positive. It's not gentle. It's not necessarily showing like affection or love. So I would probably veer away from that. Your person, it could be either you or your person, I don't know, but I'm seeing maybe like both of you're feeling very like not confident right now. If anything, like your confidence levels are just hold on one second, we have like a gnat here. Okay, I had to blow it away because it was bothering me. Okay, so yeah, so I'm saying that both of you're not very confident right now for some reason. Maybe it is because you've kind of been like criticizing each other, berating each other, harsh words once again. And yeah, I'm seeing that one or both of you, like you have these walls built up. We have King of Swords energy. We have this sort of like cold, like walls, like rigidity, like it's almost like you're protecting yourself from each other. So that's not good. Like you should definitely try to reverse that somehow. I would recommend maybe like couples counseling, or like maybe talking to someone about this, like a family friend or close friend. I mean, excuse me, not a family friend, a family member, close friend, somebody you can really get advice from, a counselor, a spiritual counselor. You know, if you're religious, like a religious leader of some kind, like maybe like a pastor, you know, something, like a rabbi, I don't know, just anything at all, priest, just somebody. You might want to seek some counsel here, because I'm seeing that you're both feeling very not confident, throwing harsh behaviors, harsh words towards each other, and it's building up these walls and distance ultimately. Okay, so let's try to get some pieces of advice here for you. Like, can we get some advice here, please? Because it seems like there's some drama going on. Like, what advice do we have here for group 2, the amethyst crystal group? So what advice do we have here for the amethyst crystal group? Okay, so we have the birds, we have the clover, and then we have the anchor. Okay, so I'm seeing here that if your person is fantasizing about somebody else, maybe like it might be like somebody they used to work with, or somebody who's in the same field as them when it comes to their job, like they have some kind of professional like something like in common, like in that department of what they do, like for a living. But I'm seeing here that you should really talk to people about, like, don't like spread rumors or anything, or don't, go like talking to everyone, but talk it out with, once again, like a, maybe couples counseling, like a spiritual leader at your church, or rabbi or priest or whatever it is, or talk to like a close, like trusted family member about it, like somebody who can really guide you through this, like to maybe keep you from really hurting each other, because I'm ultimately seeing here that you got some good moments here. Like you guys bring luck to each other, in some ways, like little snippets of luck, and that's a good thing. And you don't want to like miss out on that. I would say that all this arguing, criticizing each other, maybe you're both like perfectionists, so you nitpick at each other a lot, you criticize each other a lot. But I'm seeing here that you should really try to stay grounded, really look at what's important. Like if you're creating walls around each other, towards each other, like you're almost feeling defensive towards each other, that's not a good sign. Like it's a sign that you should really maybe try to ground yourself, really seek the positive in each other regardless of what's going on, and really sort of like nurture yourself, nurture your energy, spiritually, mentally, physically, your soul energy, like really ground yourself, center yourself, maybe explore nature, talk to people that you love, that that love you unconditionally, that you feel safe around talking to about this. Don't build those walls up, really just be genuine and centered with yourself, and really try to look at the positive, not just in this dynamic or relationship or dating situation, but in your life ultimately, and really talk to people, because I'm seeing here, or talk to people that you trust, that you hold close to you, about what's bothering you, because I'm seeing here that there's some troubled sort of like, you just feel like a really sort of like this self-esteem, like lack of self-esteem right now, like your self-esteem has been stunted, and you should really try to get back in touch with yourself, I'm seeing here, and center yourself, and really nurture yourself once again. Go out, explore nature, connect with your pets, maybe volunteer at the animal shelter, if there's a beach near you, of course, when if it's safe, like you could go to the beach or something. Just really take a moment to think about this. It's almost like it's not about them fantasizing about somebody else anymore. This is about the relationship dynamic. Like even if they were fantasizing about somebody at work or whatever, or maybe somebody in their field, or who has a similar sort of job as them, it's not about that anymore. It seems like it's really more about you and them, and like some problems, and that's the bigger problem here than that. So yeah, I mean, I can't stress enough to take care of yourself, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically. Just get back in touch with you, because I'm seeing here that you guys have both strayed really far from yourselves, from your subconscious and your own sort of like spirituality, like what you want in life, like ultimately just the really important things in life. Like it's like you've strayed really far from that, I'm seeing here, and you really need to get back in touch with that part of yourself. Okay, so that's all I have for group 2, the amethyst group. I hope this was helpful and insightful. Like, comment, subscribe, share if this resonated with you. And I just want to remind you again that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me. And the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So without further ado, I'm going to start with the third, last but not least group, the citrine crystal group. So let's see what we have for you guys. So is the citrine crystal group's person, group 3's person, are they fantasizing about somebody else? Are they fantasizing about someone else? Let's see what we have for you guys for the citrine crystal group. Is their person fantasizing about someone else? Okay, so I'm seeing here that there's an energy of like, I think maybe like you're both kind of bored right now, like the Hanged Man energy, like you're both kind of bored. I don't know if it's like necessarily with each other or just with life in general, but I am getting this sort of bored energy, and I'm seeing here that you're seeking a lot of companionship with people that you either work with or like former colleagues, or some people that you have some commonality with when it comes to your job or your career, and it's like almost a way of like distracting yourself from the boredom that's sort of creeping in here. So we have some Taurus energy, so one or both of you may be an earth sign or have earth energy, so Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy here, and either of you in your sun or moon or your natal charts. Or it's possible that maybe this person that you're asking about may be really money oriented. Like they may, if they did fantasize about somebody, it would be somebody with that sort of Venusian Taurus energy. Maybe that could even be it alternatively, or alternately. And it could be maybe someone that they see at work. It could be anything really. It could be, you know, either the previous prediction. It could be that. Yeah, okay, so let's try to shed some more depth. I think that would honestly help if we looked at our next phase of cards to see if we could maybe shed some more depth on this. So, is group 3's person, are they fantasizing about someone else? Are they fantasizing about someone else? Please shed some more depth, please. Okay, so they might be fantasizing about somebody else. Yeah, we have the Lovers. So I'm thinking that if they were, this is not set in stone, but if they were fantasizing about somebody else, it would probably be, once again, somebody that they have something in common with when it comes to their hobbies, or something to do with what they do for a living, or something that they really spend a lot of time doing every day. And I'm seeing here that it's someone that makes them feel like a king or a queen. Like we have the Emperor card, so it's somebody that really makes them feel pampered, like, or this could alternately be a sign that maybe you should treat each other that way more. Like you should, treat them like a king or a queen, and they should treat you like a king or a queen. Like if you're a man, you may want to like, try massaging her feet, or, pampering her like a bit, like cooking, making a nice meal for him or her, or, whoever they are, or maybe even just making them feel special and pampered, I think is the key here. Because if they were fantasizing about somebody else, it would be someone that makes them feel that way, like pampered, or like royalty, or like a king or queen, or just really respected, basically. So we have here the King of Wands. So I think this person that we have here that you're asking about has a really strong, okay, so just a warning, this is a little bit adult, what I'm about to say. So if you're not an adult, then don't watch this part. Okay, so, but for the adults out there, this person that you're asking about, I think they have a pretty high libido here. King of Wands, I mean, yeah, they have a really high libido. Like, I think they have a need for like, I think maybe physical like affirmation. Like maybe that's their love language, is through just, sensuality, like physicality, things like that. So maybe you should, or maybe that's you. It could be anything. But I'm seeing here that yeah, you should pamper each other. Make each other feel like royalty, like a king or queen, massages, like nice meals, just, nice words, like, making each other feel respected. And, that's, trying to really connect with each other's love languages here. Okay, let's get some advice here for you. So what advice do we have for the citrine crystal group here? What advice do we have for the citrine crystal group? So I'm seeing here that there's a strong sense of like wherever you're living or your dwelling place, in order to bring some positivity, or maybe keep the any kind of negativity away, or maybe keep this person from possibly straying or something. You may want to tidy up the home, or if you don't live together still, you may want to sort of do something with your surroundings, really connect with your surroundings. Like, make it so that your surroundings, you feel more sensual in your dwelling place. Like, you may want to, put some flowers, like, put some new curtains, like some incense, or candles, or just something that feels more sensual, like ignites your senses, like just sort of nice colors like red. I would recommend like red, or just pleasing colors here. Pleasing, textures, like smells, like, things that smell nice, like flowers, just, you may just want to maybe, take care of your surroundings, because I see that it's going to have a big impact on not just you, but that other person, but each other, really. I mean, and also just the way that, the energy around you, I think, in order to create that sort of more like romantic sort of energy, that magnetic energy, I think maybe, like you might want to try like, roses, like decorating your place with roses, like red, like new curtains, candles, maybe just, like putting up, nice things, like nice sort of decorations, like, or maybe even, since this is the home, like the hearth, like maybe cooking, like filling your house, your place with new aromas, like, sensual sort of like aromas and sounds, like the sounds of, like food, like sizzling food, smells like spices, things like that. And I'm really getting a strong sense of like the color red, I think may help a lot here. Red, or like pink, so like pink flowers, or something like that. And I think that might actually keep both of you from straying when it comes to mentally, like fantasizing about other people. And also it might help you to feel more stress-free, more like you're not so confined. And because the situation right now going on in the world, everyone feels a little bit, confined at the moment. But so that might help. And I'm seeing here that another important thing might be to really assess what is really keeping you, what is really the thing that keeps you two bonded and anchored to each other. What is the really, really, really important, like, fundamentals, you know what I mean? Like the foundation for what keeps you two together. You might want to sort of focus on that, really think that through. That might be of some importance here, like whether that be you're the same religion, or the same culture, or the same, group in some way, shape, or form. I'm seeing here that there's some commonality with that, and you may want to sort of like, reconnect with that, like that commonality that you have that really keeps you two anchored together, because that's going to keep you both from, I think, like from your mind straying about towards other people. Really, it's going to kind of keep you anchored here. And also the home, the hearth, like I said, you really want to sort of make your home, your dwelling place, connect with it, really just connect with, make it so that your home or your dwelling place is a place of like sensual sort of energy, where you want to be there, you want to enjoy your time there, you enjoy all the senses inside of your hearth, your home. That energy you want to create, like, once again, like the roses, things that smell nice, things that look nice, things that feel nice, like texturally, like, or cooking with some, maybe some exotic spices that you've never tried before. But also you want to be careful with allergies, just saying. But so that's the energy that we have here. And I think that's going to help with stress relief too. I think that might be really important here, is to relieve stress together, or maybe just for yourself, because there might be some stressful energy. So yeah, that's all I have for the citrine crystal group. Like, comment, subscribe, share if this resonated with you. And I just want to remind you again, group 3, that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me. And the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So I hope this was helpful and insightful. So I'll see you later. Bye.